For one single transaction, generally we make one entry, either on the debit side or on the credit side. Paid salary. The company is paying salary to its employees, okay? And he is bringing that money to the office for the office use. Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Sahana L, Faculty, Department of Commerce, Vidhyaashram PU College, Temple of Excellence. My dear students, in today's session, we shall learn the continued part of recording of transactions 2 chapter of first PUC Accountancy. In this session, we shall discuss double column cash book. Double column cash book is also called as bank column cash book, and it is also called as cash and bank column cash book. Now we will understand what is double column cash book. It is a cash book. Double column cash book is what? It is a cash book. It is one of the subsidiary book in which all cash receipts and cash payments are entered. So, double column cash book is what? It is a cash book. There are two columns of the amount on each side. See here, the name itself, it is telling double column cash book. Double means what? Two column. This is one of the subsidiary book in which two columns will be there. Double here refers to two columns. Two columns. What are those two columns? One is cash column and the other one is bank column. There will be two columns, cash and bank column, on both the sides. That is on each side. That is both debit side as well as credit side. Okay, on both the sides. On the debit side also two columns will be there, and on the credit side also two columns will be there to record all cash and bank transactions. We have understood that double column cash book is what? Double column cash book is a cash book. As we say, double column means two column. Okay, two columns will be there, cash as well as bank column on both the sides. On debit side also two columns, credit side also two columns to record both cash as well as bank transactions. Now, related to this, we should learn what are contra entry related to double column cash book. This is a concept called as contra entries. What it is? Contra entries, entries made on both the debit and the credit side of double column cash book to record a single transaction are called contra entries. Contra entries means for one single transaction, generally we make one entry, either on the debit side or on the credit side. That means either on the receipt side or on the payment side. In case of contra entries, contra entry means for one single transaction, two entries are made, both on credit side and one entry on the credit side and another entry on the debit side. Such types of entries are called as contra entries. It means to say that for one single transaction we make two entries, one on the payment side, one on the receipt side, or one on the debit side and another one on the credit side. Such type of transactions we call it as contra entries. For example, cash deposited into bank, cash withdrawn from the bank, cash deposited into bank. This is a contra entry. All these are examples for contra entries. Cash is deposited into the bank, cash withdrawn from the bank are examples for contra entries. Moving further, we will see the problem on the double column cash book. Enter the following transactions in double column cash book of Messrs. Naveen Traders for March 2025. What they have asked us to prepare? They have asked us to prepare double column cash book of Naveen Traders, Messrs. Naveen Traders. For which month they are asking us? For the month of March 2025. They have given us few transactions here. Okay, looking into these transactions, we are supposed to prepare the double column cash book. Now see here, this is the solution part. So they have asked us to prepare double column cash book, right? So we will write the heading as cash book. Okay, and this is the format: date, receipts, LF, cash rupees, bank rupees. There will be two columns, cash column and bank column. There will be 2 columns. That is why this type of cash book is called as double column cash book. Date, payments, LF, cash rupees, bank rupees. Okay, so 2 columns will be there, both on the debit side as well as on the credit side. 2 columns means what? One is cash column and the other one is bank column on the debit side, and credit side also cash column and bank column is there. That is why it is called as a double column cash book. This is the format. Actually, we have to make all the columns like this. We have to prepare the column like this. Later we have to record all the transactions. Now we will look into the first transaction. March 1, bank balance is given, cash balance is given. That is the opening balance. What is it? It is the opening balance. It is the previous month's balance brought down, or it is the opening balance. Neither the money is received nor the money is paid. It is the opening balance. Previous month balance brought down. Okay, this we will record it now. Bank balance, cash balance, opening balance. March 1, they have given us the opening balance. That we will record here. Where should we record here? Date should be written in the date column. 2025 year, March 1, to balance brought down. This is the opening balance of cash and bank. Cash opening balance should be written in the cash column and bank opening balance should be written in the bank column. We have written. Next, look at the next transaction. 3, purchased furniture by check, rupees 12,000. Purchased furniture by check. Okay, purchased furniture by check. See here, when we are preparing the cash book, we should always think what is happening to the cash, whether cash is coming in or cash is going out. Suppose if the cash is coming into the business or inflow of cash, it should be entered on the debit side of the cash book. Similarly, if cash is going out or if there is an outflow of cash, it should be entered on the credit side. Correct. And we should always think from the viewpoint of the business. What is happening to the business? Whether business is receiving money, whether business is paying money, that we should concentrate. Okay. Now, looking into this transaction, purchased furniture by check, rupees 12,000. Purchased furniture by check, rupees 12,000. That means what? The business is buying furniture. To buy the furniture, they are making payment in the form of check. They are giving check and they are making the payment. They are buying furniture. Actually, what is happening to the cash? Cash is going out. When the business is buying furniture, what is happening to the cash? Cash is going out of the business. They are giving money and purchasing furniture. Correct. So when cash is going out, when they are making payment, which side we have to enter? Here. Write the date in the date column. We will write it as by purchases account. Not this one. June 13, furniture account. Why furniture account? Because we are buying furniture. Okay, through check. When they have mentioned it as through check, instead of cash column, we will write it in the bank column. Now, 8th, sold goods for cash, rupees 13,000. Sold goods for cash. That means sales is taking place. When they are selling, what is happening to the cash? They will receive cash, right? So that we will enter here. When they are receiving cash, when there is an inflow of cash, we will enter here. March 8 to sales account. How much we are receiving? 13,000. 13,000 cash we are receiving because of sales. Purchased goods for cash. Purchased goods for cash. They are buying goods for cash. By giving cash, they are purchasing goods. So which side we have to enter? We have to enter it on the credit side because cash is going out of the business. We will write it as by purchases account and date in the date column. How much we are paying? 5,000 we are paying. So in the cash column, we have to write it as 5,000. Next, check received from Rahul. Check received from Rahul. What is the meaning of this? We are receiving money from Rahul in the form of check. We are receiving check. We are receiving check from Rahul. That means we are receiving money from Rahul. Correct. So where should we enter? Money is coming in. There is an inflow of cash. So we will enter here to Rahul account, date 15 to Rahul account. How we are receiving? We are receiving through check. So when we are receiving through check, then we should enter in the bank column. We should write it as 9,500. Next, check received from Rahul and deposited on the same day. Okay, that is why, okay, Rahul account, same day we have deposited, right? That is why my bank balance is increasing. So I have entered it on the debit side. Rahul account, Rahul is the giver of the money. How much he is paying? 9,500 in the form of check. That is why in the bank column. Cash withdrew from bank. What is the transaction? Cash withdrew from bank. What is the meaning of this? The business is withdrawing money from the bank. They are withdrawing money from the bank. Okay, that is the meaning of this. That means they are withdrawing, they are taking money from the bank. So this is a contra entry. I will tell you how. See here, what is the date of transaction? 20, right? Correct. 20 here. See here, they are withdrawing cash. What is the transaction given? Cash withdrawn from bank. What is the transaction? Cash withdrawn from bank. They are withdrawing cash from bank. Correct. So first we will enter here. Write the date. By cash account 2,500. Why 2,500? Money is going out. Money is going out from the bank. Money is going out from the bank in the form of cash. Cash is going out from the bank. How much? 2,500. Okay. When cash is withdrawn and it is coming into the business. See here, that is why we have made an entry. 2,500 in the cash column. Why? Because 2,500 cash is coming into the business from bank. 2,500 is coming into the business from bank. That is why to bank account 2,500 we have written here. Okay, here by cash account 2,500. This entry is for withdrawal. Okay, bank is going from bank, the money is going out. Okay, they are withdrawing the money and the same money is coming into the business. Okay, so cash is increasing in the business and it is coming from bank. That is why we should write it as to bank account 2,500. Here by cash account 2,500 because cash is going out of the business. Cash is going out from the bank 2,500. See, for one single transaction we have made two entries. Both here also, debit side also and on the credit side also we have made two entries for one single transaction. That is why we call this type of transaction as a contra entry. Okay, now that is why we have to denote, since this is a contra entry, we have to denote it by the letter C in the LF column, there also and here also. Paid salary. The company is paying salary to its employees. Okay, when the company is paying salary, what is happening? There is an outflow of cash. Correct. So by date 25, by salary account 3,400 in the cash column. Cash is going out to make payment towards salary. Next, rent paid by check. Rent paid by check means what? The factory building is a rented building. For that, periodically the business is paying rent. And how the business is paying rent? That is through check. So paying rent is what? Rent is an expense to the business. When the business is paying rent, what it is happening? The cash is going out of the business. Yes or no? Now see here, because there is an outflow of cash, because we are making payment towards rent, we should enter it on the credit side. Write the date in the date column and by rent account, how much we are paying rent? 2,600, and that rent is paid through check. Whenever they mention check, we should enter it in the bank column. So suppose in case if the same rent is paid in cash, instead of here we would have written in the cash column. Since here, see here, the rent is paid by check, that is why we have entered in the bank column, rent account. Okay, Now all the transactions we have transferred to the cash book. Now after entering all the transactions into the cash book, now the next step is we have to do the total. We have to find out the total on both the sides. First we will total the cash column. First we will total the cash column. We will do the cash column total. We will find out whether debit side is greater or credit side of the cash column is greater. First you have to find out. In this case, if you add all these, the debit side is coming to, total of cash column is coming to 32,500. This side it is greater. The same amount has to be written this side also. Okay, and the difference amount, how we will find out? You add the items which are on the credit side, like 5,000 plus 3,400 minus the total 32,500. This is the difference amount. Okay, the difference amount should be written here. Whenever we are doing totaling, you have to leave one line space and then write the total, and in the space left you have to write the difference amount. In this cash column, the difference amount is 24,100 written. Similarly, we will do the balancing even for the bank column also. Okay, bank column debit side, when you compare bank column credit side, bank column debit side total is greater. Okay, this is the total right here, total. The same amount has to be written this side also, on the credit side also, and you total all the amount on the credit side minus 53,500. Difference amount we have to write it here, that is 36,400. For this, what we have to write? This is by balance carried down. When month end June 31st, by balance carried down, that is a difference amount. Whatever is carried down is brought down for the next month. After March, which month will come? After March, which month will come? June will come. Okay, June 1, to balance brought down. Whatever the carried amount is there, same amount you have to enter here. That means this will be the opening balance for the next month. I hope you have followed, students. Now let us see one more problem. Let us look into the problem, students. See here, enter the following transactions in double column cash book of Messrs. Naveen Traders for March 2025. Okay, in our previous slides, we have learnt what is the meaning of double column cash book. Now, this type of double column cash book problem is asked for 12 marks in your examination. Now, we will look into the problems. Okay, enter the following transactions in the double column cash book. Okay, they have given us few transactions here. Looking into these transactions, we have to prepare the double column cash book. Okay, of Messrs. Naveen Traders. For March 2025. This is the problem given. Okay, now March 1, bank balance. See here, after this, what we have to do is, we have to prepare the cash book. We have to keep the columns ready. Okay, date, receipts, LF, cash rupees, bank rupees, date, payments, LF, cash rupees, bank rupees. Like this, we have to make the columns. This side we call it as debit side. Here on the left hand side corner, we have to write it as DR, debit, and this side we call it as credit. This side we have to enter it as CR. This side we call it as debit side. This side it is called as credit side. Debit is for receipts. If there is any inflow of cash, is recorded on the debit side. If there is any outflow of cash, it will be entered on the credit side. Okay, now we will look into the problem. See here, March 1, bank balance 44,000. March 1, cash balance 17,000. This is the opening balance. What is this? This is the opening balance or previous balance carried down. Opening balance. This is the available cash balance or available bank balance. This is not the money either received nor paid. This is the available balance. This is the opening balance. Followed? Now what we have to do is, we have to come here, write the date in the date column, 2025, March 1, to balance brought down. See here, Cash balance is how much? 17. Bank balance is how much? 44. So cash balance 17 will be written in the cash column. Bank balance 44 will be written in the bank column. What it is? It is the opening balance. It is the previous month's balance brought down this month. Followed? Okay. Now, March 3, purchased furniture by check. Okay, what is the transaction? Purchased furniture by check. What is the meaning of this? The business is buying furniture by paying check. That is the meaning of this. Now we will record this. Okay, we will record here because when you are purchasing furniture, when you are buying furniture, when the business is buying furniture, there is an outflow of cash. There is an outflow of cash. That is why we enter it on the credit side. All payments will be entered on the credit side. Any cash inflow on the debit side. 2025 June 13, buy furniture account. Buy furniture, we are purchasing furniture. Buy furniture account 12,000. Why in the bank column? See here, cash column is dash. Bank column we have written 12,000. Why? Because we are making payment through check. Whenever we make payment through check, we have to enter the amount in the bank column. Suppose the same furniture purchased by paying cash, then instead of here, the amount would have been here. Now this, to buy the furniture, we have made payment through check. That is why instead of cash column, we are entering it in the bank column. We'll look into the next one. Sold, eighth one, sold goods for cash rupees 13,000. Sold goods for cash. That means what? Sales is taking place. When there is a sales, what is happening to the cash? See here, students, whenever you are preparing the cash book, always you should think of what is happening to the cash, whether cash is coming in or cash is going out. And also the second thing is, you should always think from the business viewpoint. What is happening to the business? Okay, whether cash is coming into the business, whether cash is going out of the business, that we should think. Okay, now sales. See here, when sales is taking place, cash is coming in, right? So date 8th, to sales account 13,000 in the cash column, because 13,000 the business is receiving because of sales. Bank column dash. Next, 12th, purchased goods for cash 5,000. Purchased goods for cash means what? Business is buying goods by paying cash. Correct? That is the meaning of this. What is happening to the cash? Business is buying goods for cash. So there is an outflow of cash. Correct? So where we should enter? Here, this side, credit side. 12th, by purchases account, we are purchasing goods. Correct? By purchases account, in the cash column 5,000. Next, 15th, check received from Rahul. Okay, and on the same day deposited. We have received a check from Rahul, and on the same day only we have deposited into the bank account. So 9,500. Check received from Rahul. Correct? Now we will see here. See here, 15th date we will write in the date column. To Rahul account. Okay, to Rahul account, 9,500 we are receiving in the form of check, and same day we have deposited into the bank. That is why my bank balance is increasing. There is an inflow of cash. Bank balance is increasing. Received the money, received the check, and on the same day it is deposited into the bank. So bank balance is increasing. So we will write it in the bank column. Why? Because we have same day deposited the check into the bank. Next, cash withdrew from bank 2,500 20th. Cash withdrew from bank 2,500. Withdrew from bank. Okay. See here. See here. Cash withdrew from bank. It is a contra entry. We have already learned what is a contra entry. Contra entry means what? For one single transaction, two entries will be made. One is on the receipt side and another one in the payment side. Correct? What is the transaction? One more time we will see. Cash withdrew from bank. Cash withdrew from bank means what? They are withdrawing the money from the bank and they are utilizing it for the purpose of office. Correct? That is the meaning of this. So first we will make an entry for withdrawal. First, from where we are withdrawing? We are withdrawing the money from the bank, correct? So write the date in the date column. Okay, cash is going out from bank. So in the bank column, you should write it as 2,500. Okay, how 2,500 in the form of what? Cash. 2,500 cash is going out from the bank, that is withdrawal. Okay, after withdrawal, what we are doing? The same withdrawn amount is brought into the business, correct? See here, we will withdrawn their entry, and that money, where it is going? It is coming into the business, correct? So cash is coming in, right? So in the cash column, we will write 2,500. From where it is coming? From bank we are receiving. That is why to bank account, date in the date column. Since this is a contra entry, we will denote it by the letter C in the LF column. Okay, so here also C and here also C. To denote that this transaction is a contra entry, we will denote it by the letter C in the LF column. Next, paid 25, paid salary 3,400. Paid salary. Paid salary means what? Cash is going out of the business. So which side do we have to enter? On the payment side or credit side, correct? Come here. 25, by salary account, in the cash column, 3,400. 31, rent paid by check. Rent paid by check means what? The business is using the building. It's a rented one. It's a rented building. So they are paying rent. How they are paying rent? By check. How much they are paying? 2,600. Now for this we will enter. When we are paying rent, when the business is paying rent, what is happening to the cash? Cash is going out of the business, correct? We will enter it on the credit side. Okay, 31, by rent account. Okay, why in the bank column, not in the cash column? Because we are paying this rent through check. That is why whenever check word is given, we will enter it in the bank column. Okay, so now see here, all the transactions we have transferred, it is done. Now after this, what we have to do is, after transferring all the transactions, we have to do the total. We have to do the total of cash column and also bank column. We have to check whether debit side is greater or credit side is greater. In this solution, in this problem, okay, the cash column debit side is greater, okay, 32,500. You add all these. You add all these, and this side also you add all the amount in the cash column. When you compare, make the comparison of the debit side and credit side. Debit side cash amount column is greater. The same 30,500 it is coming. The same amount you write this side also. Okay, 32,500 followed. And now what we have to do? We have to find the difference amount. How to find the difference amount? You add 5,000 plus 3,400. Okay, minus 32,500. We call it as difference amount. That difference amount we have to write it here. Okay, when we are writing the total, we have left one line space here. Okay, in that one line space, we have to enter the difference amount. Similarly, we will close the bank account column also. We will check whether debit side is greater or credit side is greater. Here, now debit side is greater. If you add all these, it is coming to 53,500. The same amount has to be written this side also. Now you add all these minus 53,500. The difference amount is coming as 36,400, that we have to write here. And we will write it as by balance carried down for the difference amount. Date column, month end. Date column, month end, that is 31st. June, last day of the June is 31st. So we will write 31st. Whatever is carried down is brought down for the next month. We will come here. After June, what is the next month? July 1. To balance brought down. Same amount we will transfer, 24,100 and 36,400. This is how you have to do the problem in case of double column cash book. Now, I hope you have understood this. Now we will move on to the next problem. Okay, enter the following transactions in double column cash book. What is the meaning of this? They have given us few transactions. All these are transactions, list of transactions. Looking into those transactions, what we are supposed to prepare? We are supposed to prepare the double column cash book. For January 2025, they have given us the month. We have to prepare for Jan 2025 and balance the same. After recording all the transactions, we have to do the balancing. Okay, now come here, date particulars rupees they have given. Jan 1. Okay, first what we have to do? We have to make the columns and keep it ready. We have to write the heading as cash book. Okay, below that, date, receipts, LF, cash rupees, bank rupees, date, payments, LF, cash rupees, bank rupees. Like this, we have to make the columns and keep it ready. This side, it is called as debit side. Okay, write DR. Okay, this side, it is called as a credit side. Write CR on the top. Okay, now we will start with the problem. See here, Jan 1 commenced business with cash rupees 1 lakh. What is the meaning of this? First, whenever you are recording, whenever you are preparing double column cash book, the very first thing is you have to understand the transaction, analyze the transaction. You have to see what is happening to the cash and also from the viewpoint of the business. Correct? Now, Jan 1 commenced business with cash. Commenced business with cash means what? The business is, they are starting the business. Okay, the business is starting, the business is commencing. Okay, to start the business, what the owner is bringing? To start the business, the owner is bringing in cash. What is this cash? 1 lakh is capital. Why? Because to start the business, the owner is bringing in cash of rupees 1 lakh. We can call it as capital. Correct? We will record this now. Right here 2025 in the date column, Jan 1, to capital account 1 lakh. See here, it is not the previous month's brought down. It is not the opening balance. If it was opening balance in our previous, we wrote it as to balance brought down. Correct? To balance brought down. But here, okay, here the cash is coming in. That is why cash is coming in means debit side. If cash is going out means credit side. Followed. See here, 1 lakh cash is coming in. That is why we have written on the debit side. Okay. In the cash column, we have to write. Why? Because cash is coming in. Okay. In the form of capital. Okay. 1 lakh is coming into the business as capital to start the business. So we can call this 1 lakh as capital, right? So we will write it as to capital account 1 lakh and bank column dash. Okay. Now we will see the next one. 3. Opened a current account with SBI. What is the meaning of this? The businessman, he is opening an account with the bank. With which bank? SBI. He is opening a current account with SBI. Correct? That is a. Now we will see here where to enter. What date it is? Jan 3, right? Opened a current account with SBI. See here. Opened a current account with SBI. He is opening an account in the bank. Correct? He is opening an account in the bank. He is opening an account in the bank means what type of entry it is? It is a contra entry. Okay. For one transaction, we are making 2 entries. See here. Depositing the money into the bank. Depositing the money into the bank means what? First, the businessman has to withdraw money from the business. That is the entry. 50,000 cash is going out to the bank from the business. Okay. And the same 50,000 is deposited into the bank. So 50,000 is coming into the bank. What is coming? Cash is coming into the bank. So 3, to cash account. One more time I will tell you. Concentrate here. Listen here. Jan 3 opened a current account with SBI. Means what? The businessman is opening an account in the bank. Okay, to open an account in the bank, what is the very first thing? He has to take the money from the business, and then he will deposit that amount into the bank. Correct. So one entry for withdrawal the amount from the business, and the second entry is for depositing the amount into the bank. So this type of transaction is what? It is a contra entry. See here, one entry for withdrawal. First, what is he's taking the money from the business. So cash is going out. So in the cash column, you write 50,000. Where it is going? By bank account. So we will write it as by bank account, date in the date column. He has withdrawn. After withdrawing, what he is doing, the businessman, he is depositing that amount into his bank account, right? So in the bank column, we will write 50,000 to cash account, date 3. Okay, why? Because 50,000 bank balance is increasing. How? We are depositing cash. That is why we are depositing cash and bank balance is increasing. Cash is coming into the bank. That is the meaning of this. So this is a contra entry, right? There also we have made an entry. Here also we have made an entry. So that is why we will denote by the letter C in the LF column. Next. See here. Jan 5, purchased goods for cash rupees 10,000. Purchased goods for cash means what? It is a payment, right? We will enter it on the credit side. Jan 5, by purchases account, we are paying in the form of cash, right? So 10,000. By purchases account, 10,000. Next. 10, purchased machinery for check. Purchased machinery for check. That means business is buying machinery. To buy the machinery, they are paying through check. Okay, as I told you earlier, when the business is making payment through check, it has to be entered in the bank column instead of cash. Correct. So we will see here 10th, because we are paying money, right? So it will come on the credit side, on the payment side. 10, by machinery account, we are buying machinery. Correct. 15,000 we will write it in the bank column because we are making pay to buy the machinery, we are making payment through check. That is why by machinery account 15,000 in the bank column. Okay. Next, 15th, cash deposited into bank. What is the meaning of this? Cash deposited into bank. Cash deposited into bank means what? He is taking money from the business. He is taking money from the business and depositing that amount into his bank account. See here, we will divide this sentence into two. One is he is taking money from the business. For that, we will make one entry. And after taking what he is doing, the same money has been deposited into the bank. So the second part, one more entry. That is why this is what type of entry it is? Contra entry. See here. 15th, he is depositing. So to deposit, he will withdraw money. To deposit into his account, first what he will do? He will withdraw. See here. So cash is going out. By 15th date, by bank account 4,000. 4,000 cash is going out from the bank. Okay. Cash deposited into bank. Okay. See here. By bank account 4,000. Okay. By bank account 4,000. This is for withdrawal. After withdrawal, where it is coming in? It is coming into his bank account. So 4,000 is deposited into the bank. How? Through cash. Cash is coming into his bank account. That is why date in the date column, to cash account 4,000 we have to enter. Since this is a contra entry, write C in the LF column on both the sides. Okay. Next, 18th transaction, sold goods for cash. This is so simple, like sold goods for cash. Sold goods for cash means what? What is happening? Sales is taking place. When sales is taking place, cash is coming into the business. Correct. So this side we will enter 18th, to sales account 6,000 in the cash column. Okay. Next, 22, paid cartage by check. Paid cartage by check. It is an expense. Cartage means what? It is an expense which is paid by the business, and how the cartage is being paid? It is through check. Correct. So come this side, come to the credit side or payment side. 22 we will write date in the date column. By cartage account, how much we are paying? 2000. Why we have entered in the bank column? Because we are paying through check. That is why in the bank column. Next, with 31, withdraw from bank for office use. Withdrawal from bank for office use. What is the meaning of this? The business, what the businessman is doing, he is withdrawing money from the bank. That means he is withdrawing money from his bank account, and he is bringing that money to the office for the office use. What type of entry it is? Contra entry. I will show you. See here, first is he is withdrawing the money from bank. For this one entry. And after withdrawing, he will bring it to the office for office use. For this one, another entry. For this one, we will make an entry now. Withdraw from bank. Correct? See here, 31, by cash account. By cash account. Where we will enter? In the bank column. Why? Because 3000 cash is going out from bank. That is the meaning of this. 3000 cash is going out from the bank. Followed? So that is why by cash account in the bank column 3000. Okay. So this part is done. Withdrawal from bank is done. Now after withdrawing, the same money is brought into the office for office use. This second part we will make an entry. You come here. You come here. Okay. 31 you write date. See here, cash column you write 3000, and here you write to bank account. I will explain. See here, 3000 cash is coming into the business from bank. Followed? 3000 cash is coming into the business. From where it is coming? From bank. That is why to bank account 3000 in the cash column, because cash is coming into the business. Since it is a contra entry, we will enter C, we will denote by the letter C in the LF column. Here also we have denoted, and here also we have mentioned C. See here, now we have transferred all the transactions that is given in the problem. After transferring, we have already recorded, right? Now what we have to do? We have to do the totaling. Now we have to check whether debit side cash column is greater or credit side cash column side is greater. In this problem, debit side both cash and bank column is greater. You add all this side is greater. It is coming to 1,09,000. The same amount you write this side also. Okay. When you add bank column, debit side and credit side, debit side is greater. Okay. The same amount you write this side also. Now you find out the difference amount. Difference amount means what? You have to add all these minus 1,09,000. It is coming to 45,000. We have to, before totaling, okay, before writing the total, we have left one line space here to write the balance carried down. There we will write the difference amount. Similarly, bank column also, we will add all these minus 54,000. It is coming to 34,000. Okay, we have written here, right? And for this, we should write it as, for this difference amount what we have written, we will write it as by balance carried down. Okay, what date we will write? Month end, Jan end, last day of January, that is on 31st. Okay, whatever is carried down in the month end, the same thing is carried to the brought down. Whatever it is carried down, it is brought down for the next month. February 1 to balance brought down 45,000 and 34,000. Same thing we have to write here. Whatever we are carrying, okay, same thing has to be brought down for the next month. After January, the next month is Feb 1. So, to balance brought down. Okay. I hope you have understood this problems. We have done 2 problems today. I think you have understood all the, I hope you have understood all the 2 problems. It is, there will be a one definite question for 12 marks in your examination. So practice well, students. Thank you so much.